Hello class 8th student, it's a part 8 chapter 8 science. In the previous part you read how this puberty stage gets change in the body and what are the causes of this change and the role of hormones. Now we read in this part that reproductive phase of life. What is the reproductive phase of life? What are the changes here and what we say it is a reproductive phase. So we have learned that it is during the period of adolescence that the reproductive organs develop. We read this thing in the previous part that at this age the reproductive organs develop. Pituitary gland secretes hormones that stimulate the testes and the ovaries. We also know this the same thing. In males, the testes and penis develop. While we talk about the males, so the testes and the penis develop completely and the testes begin to produce sperm. This sperms known as a male gametes. And the reproductive phase in males begins at puberty and continues for a long as a person is healthy. Means the reproductive phase in males begins at puberty, from which is it start from in the 10 age we can say at and the puberty also, and it continues for as long the person is healthy. Means it is continued till a person will remain healthy. Okay. The phase lasts longer in male than in females, and this phase, which phase? This reproductive phase is last longer. It will continue for a long time while we compare with the females. Now we talk about the females. In females, the ovary enlarge. In females, the first change is that ovaries enlarge. They become large in size and begin to release eggs, or we can say ova in the single, or single we can say the ovum. Okay, eggs or ova, it's a similar, and the single one known as a ovum, that is female gametes. The process by which ovum is released by an ovary is called ovulation. Means the process by which ovum is released by an ovary is called the ovulation. From the beginning of puberty, one ovum is released every 28 days. Means from the beginning, means when it starts the puberty stage, so the one ovum is released after every 28 days. During this period, the uterus prepares itself to receive the egg, and during this period, the uterus in the females prepare itself to receive this egg. The inner lining of the uterus becomes thick and spongy and develop a lot of blood vessels. So that the egg which is come is not getting hurt. After ovulation, the eggs travel to the fallopian tube. Means after ovulation, the egg start travel. You can see in the diagram. Look here. Here is a site of. It is a site of ovary. From here, the egg is start to travel, and by the fallopian tubes it reaches to the uterus. Here the wall of uterus already having lot of thick lining, so the egg is not getting hurt. Clear? So after ovulation, the egg travels to the fallopian tube. I am showing you in the diagram also. Now the first thing, there will be two cases now. First case, infertilization occur in the fallopian tube. If the fertilization occur, and what is fertilization? Matching of the male and female gametes. So if the fertilization occur in the fallopian tube, it results in the formation of zygote. it results in the formation of zygote, which gets implanted in the wall of uterus. Means if the fertilization occur, where here the fertilization occur in the fallopian tube, means the meeting of male and female gametes, then the zygote is placed in the uterus. Zygote is placed in the uterus. So there will be a formation of zygote if the fertilization done. And if it is not done, so we read the second case. If fertilization does not occur, the released egg and the thickened lining of the uterus along with its blood vessels are shed from the body. Means just we read in this case that if there will be no fertilization, then the egg, including the all thicker lining of the uterus with lot of blood vessels, are shed from the body, means removed out from the body. This is called the menstruation. This is called menstruation. The menstruation flow lasts for about 4 to 6 days, and this period of menstruation is last about 4 to 6. It vary to individual. It vary individual to individual, but the normal, or we can say the general range, will be 4 to 6 days. Menstruations occur once in about 20 to 30 days. Means between 20 to 30 days it will done at a one time in the month. This entire set of event, means the whole event in which you see the implantation of the zygote, or if it is not implant, then the releasing of the uterus wall or the blood vessels. This whole event, which include the production and release of the unfertilized egg. In this whole event, the production of egg and release of that egg, and this unfertilized egg released by the ovaries along with the menstruation flow, means whole phenomena when the egg is not fertilized, is known as menstruation cycle. Is known as menstruation cycle. Thank you class. We continue in the next part.